Capricorn women make incredible partners, but you need to know a few things about them. Capricorn women do not rush into romances. They do not throw everything else in their life away just for a summer fling or something that's fleeting. If you're attracted or interested in a Capricorn woman, or you're just starting to date, you have to understand that you're going to have to be very patient and know that romance can become a big and important part of her life, but it's not going to happen overnight. And it's only going to happen when she kind of sees the structure of it come together, when she sees you as a dutiful, reliable person that also has their shit together. One thing you have to understand is that Capricorn woman has a mission in life. And the mission existed before you came along. The mission is going to continue to exist whatever happens with you. And you're not going to bend her from that mission. It's more a question of, are you going to support her along her mission? Are you going to, pursue something similar that's compatible? What's your role going to be? You can't just pluck Capricorn woman out of her life and expect that she's going to revolve everything around you. Typically, Capricorn women, come from situations where things weren't super emotionally expressive, or a lot of responsibilities and limitations were placed on them at a young age. And so they're very committed to whatever goals they've set to sort of move their life in the way that they want, or sometimes they're living out a lot of family pressure, whatever. We're all messed up by our families. But regardless of whatever goal or mission Capricorn women is pursuing, remember that it's sometimes not always about the goal. Having structure and rigidity and rules for her life is what makes her feel comfortable. And you have to respect that. And it's a superpower because she can direct that in a lot of different places. And eventually she might build a spot in that power for a relationship. But again, not going to happen overnight. You need to understand that it's not uncommon for Capricorn women to sometimes set rules for relationships, she's only going to see you once a week or whatever, right? And it might seem silly and arbitrary to you, but understand that's just kind of how she works. And if you fight her on it, it becomes sort of this battle of control, and she doesn't want to give that up. She's not going to bend the knee. Just work with very spontaneous expressions of emotion, really kind of gooey, messy feelings. Not necessarily Capricorn woman's forte, because that's in the domain of things that can't be controlled. It doesn't necessarily fit into the rules and the path that she has, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't feel them and she's not a very loving person. You really see how much a Capricorn woman loves when you suddenly see this gooey sentimentality, especially around things like tradition, family traditions, anniversaries in the couple, very memorable dates, those traditions and the enjoyment of those and the sentimentality that's really where you see her gooey side come out. The real sort of existential fork in the road for Capricorn women comes when they finally obtain their goals. And they usually do, right? They're very successful, but they attain what they want, and then it's then what? And then there's a little bit more of, discomfort because there's nothing else to hang on to. As Capricorn woman works through that, eventually, more maturity comes and she'll move away from being so rigid and she'll be a little bit more open, as long as you've been a person that's continued to support her and been consistent and haven't tried to make her someone that she's not.